This is the second part of systemic lupus erythematosus. So in first part we have seen already a general introduction regarding autoimmune diseases, what's the causes, pathogenesis, different types of autoimmune diseases. So here we will see in detail. So in this part and the next part we will discuss about systemic lupus erythematosus as it is an autoimmune related disease. Myself Dr. Anandas, Assistant Professor, Department of Roganidhana Evam Vikriti Vijnana, Global Institute of Ayurveda, Rajkot. So about SLE or systemic lupus erythematosus, there are so many other names also for the condition, for the same condition. One of the name is disseminated lupus erythematosus. It will be known as lupus also, lupus erythematosus, butterfly rash because of the specific presentation of the disease. It will be known as butterfly rash also. Discoid lupus. These are all the other terms or other names which will be commonly used for the same condition for the systemic lupus erythematosus. So it's more common in women than men and may occur at any age. So there is no specific age differentiation. It can be happen at any specific age group. Within that, the gender-wise distribution, it will be more common in women than men. It appears most often in young women between the ages of 15 and 45. So within the category of women or within the category of female gender, it can be happen more within the age group of 15 and 45. So in between that group, in between that specific period, a specific age time, it will be happen more in women. Definition of SLE for systemic lupus erythematosus is the most common type of lupus and an autoimmune disease. So, under the different categories of the lupus related condition, it's the most common type of lupus and is an autoimmune disease also. In this disease, the immune system of the body mistakenly attacks its own healthy tissue and leading to widespread inflammation and tissue damage. It can affect the skin, joints, kidneys, brain, and other organs too. So it's an autoimmune disease only. As it's an autoimmune disease which will be affecting the autoimmune system of our body. So what will happen in that condition? We have already seen in the first part what will be the after effect of autoimmune related condition or something which will be mistakenly happen with the normal functioning of autoimmunity in our body. Our own cells, nothing but our autoimmune system or our immune system will act against our body's own tissues, so thereby it will be causing further widespread inflammation, nothing but there will be leading to tissue damage also. So our own immune system will antagonistically act against to our healthy tissues. So in that condition, it will not be easy to differentiate which is healthy tissue, which is needed tissue in our body. But because our autoimmune system is completely hampered because of the condition. So it will be causing ultimately tissue damage, thereby causing destruction of the organ functioning also. So it can be affect over the skin regions, joints, organs wise kidneys, brain and other organs also will be affected in this situation. So whenever you are considering autoimmune disease, there are specific causes or certain common causes like hereditary wise. Wherever you will consider with any kind of autoimmune diseases, through the family and history, we can consider the chances of occurrence of autoimmune diseases. So within that also, or within the condition of systemic lupus erythematosus also, you can reconsider the condition of hereditary choices, where in the family of the patient or any lineage wise, you can consider any kind of previous history of this condition is there or not in the patient's family. White blood cells small influence with the condition. Why? Because it's an autoimmune condition. Moreover, it will be affected with the immune system of our body. So mostly lymphocytes will be getting affected. So any kind of disfigurement with respect to the normal functioning of white blood cells will be more superimposing over this type of autoimmune condition. So whether and along with the lifestyle of the patient, whether intake of any kind of additives like alcohol or more smoking This will be predisposing the situation. Hormone influence also, whenever it is affected with the hormone influence, especially the gender-wise distribution, if you consider the level of the estrogen along with the level of the progesterone, so more it will be likely influenced with the female gender also. Environmental factors also with respect to the exposure with the environmental factors, it will be more predisposing with the SLE disease. So whenever organs of our immune system will be antagonistically happening or antagonistically act against these conditions, like our tonsils and adenoids, our thymus, lymph nodes, appendix, spleen, bone marrow, wherever it will be outproduced with a certain kind of antibodies, and wherever it will be enabling at the situation of any kind of a defense mechanism, any such kind of defects to these kind of organs which will be hampering or which will be become more worse in situation in their normal physiological functioning, causing these kind of onset of diseases. So the common symptoms we can conclude or we can see generally in autoimmune related diseases like a myocarditis related condition, certain presence of kind of rashes over the skin, impaired vision, pulmonary fibrosis along with joint pain. So general conditions or general positive factors along with some common symptoms whenever our body is affected with autoimmune related conditions or autoimmune diseases, and along with certain organs which will be influencing our producing of the antigens along with the antibodies of the against the condition of any kind of foreign body inversion. Wherever these organs are in underrated or not working properly, this condition will be popping up again. Common examples for autoimmune disease we will see here. Multiple sclerosis condition along with the Guillain-Barré syndrome. This kind of systemic lupus erythematosus condition or lupus conditions which will be affecting with the brain system, where multiple sclerosis defects to the myelin sheath or the ganglionic cells along with the Guillain-Barré syndrome which will be affecting with the nerve endings or nerves of our nervous system. Fibromyalgia along with the Wegener's granulomatosis affecting mostly with respect to the circulatory system where inflammation of the vessels will be happening. Other than that, Wegener's granulomatosis condition where it will be termed as polyangiitis conditions. Most of the situations will be affecting with the vasculitis situation. Inflammation of the blood vessels will be happening. Thyroiditis along with Hashimoto's disease, Graves' disease, which will be occurring with the thyroid gland. Psoriasis, vitiligo, eczema, which will be associated with the skin-related system or integumentary system. Peripheral neuropathy, diabetic nephropathy, the other system which will be affecting only towards the nervous system and the further conduction of the nerve impulses. Celiac diseases, Crohn's diseases, ulcerative colitis, and type 1 diabetes throughout the gastrointestinal tract or throughout the stomach condition where it is affecting with the intestine. This kind of system or these kind of systems will be affecting or these kind of diseases will be arising. Rheumatoid arthritis, ankylosing spondylitis, polymyalgia rheumatica along with autoimmune diseases. Wherever these autoimmune conditions are affecting, these are the other examples which is related to the musculoskeletal system. Other examples for autoimmune diseases. Hemolytic anemia, lupus erythematosus, where it is affected with the circulatory system. These kinds of condition can be happen. So these are some other examples for autoimmune diseases like systemic lupus erythematosus condition. Certain other causes of SLE, like genetic wise, we should consider primarily XLY because chance of occurrence of the disease is more common where there is a history of SLE throughout their familial lineage. Other environmental factors, if you consider like any kind of triggering factors, if it is present, which will be influencing or predisposing the situation, like exposure with ultraviolet rays, certain use of medications, infection with certain viruses, physical or emotional stress in the body, and trauma, okay, trauma. This will be influencing us environmental factors and thereby causing formation of the presentation of the body. Hormonal changes and influence of the hormones, If it is considered gender wise, it will be more in females, like estrogen hormone will be influencing more. At pregnancy and menstrual periods, it will be more influenced, or more, it can be seen more in that conditions also. Certain medicines, along with their overuse or some kind of complicated sides of certain medications, will be influencing our manifestation of this kind of presentation over the body. Some major and common symptoms: joint pain and swelling. Arthritis presentation also will be there, like joints of the fingers, hands, wrist, and knees will be affected. Chest pain when taking a deep breath. Whenever the patient is used to take deep breath, chest pain will be occur. Common fatigue, an onset of fever or episodes of fever will be the severe hair loss, weight loss, formation of sores over the mouth, sensitivity to sunlight. There will be difficult to expose sunlight wherever getting affected with the sunlight, because more sensitivity to sunlight will be happening. Skin rash, presence of a rash will be, skin rashes will be appear, specifically butterfly shaped rashes, like a rash mostly seen over the cheeks and bridge of the nose, widespread and gets worse in sunlight. So whenever getting exposed to the sunlight, these kind of rashes will be getting more worse in nature. So the shape, it will be resemble like a shape of butterfly, tubing like butterfly shape will be present, like where we will be seeing over the cheeks and the bridge of the nose. So it will resemble the wings of the butterfly. So that's why it was named as butterfly like shaped skin rashes. Lymph node also will be affected with the swelling. So swollen lymph nodes also will be present there. This is the presentation with the different pictures, like over the face, like a butterfly like the lesions, like vertebrae like rashes of are present over the cheeks and along with the bridge nose, the first picture, along with the other body parts like the palms, along with the fingers, along with the nail beds, it is affected with the lupus formation. More erythematous conditions will be present, like redness will be more present. So, along with the presentation of the face, other body parts also it will be getting affected more commonly. Apart from the common symptoms and the presentation, certain systems also will be getting affected. So, with respect to which system and corresponding to that system, that specific symptoms will be present over the body. If at all SLE is affected more over the brain and nervous system, what will be the commonest signs and symptoms? So, the systemic lupus erythematosus condition, if it is affected with the brain and along with the nervous system, headaches will be present more in the patient. Weakness will be there, numbness, tingling sensation, seizures, vision problems, memory and personality changes also will be there. If it is affected with the digestive tract, more commonly abdominal pain will be present in the patient, nausea and vomiting also. If it is heart related condition, heart valve problems will be manifesting there along with inflammation of heart muscle or heart lining, like a pericardium will be affected more, like a pericarditis condition will be there along with the endocarditis or myocarditis condition also. If it is affected with the lung, buildup of fluid in the pleural space, pleural chances of occurrence of pleural effusion is more, along with the difficulty of breathing, coughing up blood also. Sputum also along with the hemoptysis condition will be present there. If it is affected with the skin, sores in the mouth will be present. If it is affected with the kidney, swelling in the lungs will be there, and it is affected with the circulation system of whole body, especially vascular or vascular system. Clots in veins or arteries, formation of clots will be there, along with inflammation of blood vessels, constriction of blood vessels in response to cold also. Blood abnormalities including anemia, low white blood cell or platelet count, like these condition type of conditions, blood related conditions also will be appearing, along with the system-wise related presentation of systemic lupus erythematosus. So these are all some common signs and symptoms whether the SLE is affected. On which system it is more affected, it is more getting more influenced. So with the respect to that system, that particular symptoms will be getting represented. There are major five types of lupus, like the first one, systemic lupus erythematosus, the common type, whether it will be relapsing and remitting multi-systemic disease caused by autoantibodies to a variety of autoantigens. So wherever there is an getting exposed with the different kinds of autoantigens by the autoantibodies, there will be relapsing or remitting type of a multi-systemic disease. It's a multi-systemic disease. It will be relapsing, it will be remitting situation 2. The next type, discoid lupus erythematosus, which means it will be chronic and skin or scarring type of skin rashes will be present there. Subacute cutaneous lupus erythematosus is the third type, whether a reaction to sunlight causing rash that may last for several weeks after brief sun exposure. So, wherever the patient is getting exposed with a brief sun exposure, very less amount of sun exposure, because of that reaction with the sunlight, what will be happening? A rash will be forming over the body and it will be long last for several weeks. That is subacute cutaneous lupus erythematosus, a feature of subacute cutaneous lupus erythematosus. Drug-induced lupus like is an adverse reaction to drugs that create symptoms similar to SLE. So whenever there is an adverse reaction is happening, whenever the patient is taking any specific kind of drug, these the SLE related or SLE resembled condition symptoms will be reinduced over the body. That is, the reaction, it's an adverse reaction only to specific drugs which have been taken by the patient. It will create some specific kind of symptoms which will be similar to SLE. It is generally reversible in nature. It will not be such a condition, it will be irreversible condition, it will be generally reversible only. The highest incidence of drug-induced lupus occurs secondary to hydrazine, isoniazid, and procainamide like drugs. The next type is neonatal lupus, only like a rare type of lupus affecting newborns. Whether it's a condition affecting the newborns, that is neonatal lupus. These are some types of systemic lupus erythematosus. Whenever consider the pathology of systemic lupus erythematosus, influence of two factors like genetic factors and environmental factors should be assessed. Throughout the history or throughout the familial history or chance of heredity is more, along with exposure with the environmental factors, will be more promoting with the pathogenesis of systemic lupus erythematosus condition. As it is an autoimmune related condition, and among the autoimmune related condition, chances of attack with the interferon 1 or type 1 interferon is a key protein which will be more influenced, which will be having key role in the further progression or further steps of pathogenesis of systemic lupus erythematosus. ISC, interferon stimulating genes or STING, stimulator of interferon genes. CGAS, cyclic monophosphate glutamate. AMB synthesis specific enzyme. Along with these factors, this will be influencing or more perpetuating the conditions of further pathogenesis of systemic lupus erythematosus. Whenever more interferon which is produced over the body with respect to the condition of apoptosis. So, in the condition of SLE, there will be tissue damage as a result of cell death. Tissue damage will be there. This will be causing apoptosis or damage of the cell tissue. So, apoptosis condition will be causing more production of interferon 1. So, as a result of production of interferon 1 or influence of interferon 1, there will be further chance of further repetition of the cycling process of ADMV. ADMV, which means apoptosis in membrane vesicles. So, as a result of tissue damage, thereby causing cell death, what will be happening after the apoptosis? ADMV, apoptosis derived membrane vesicles, will be forming out. Whenever there will be more production of interferon 1 or type 1 interferon, this will be reactivating with the B cell activation, nothing but the macrophages condition, because this will be the condition affecting with our body's defense mechanism. So most of the conditions, macrophages or lymphocytes, nothing but B cell activation, B cell defects will be happening. As a result of that, there will be production of the antigen with the influence of the target cell where it is affecting or which cell is affecting. This will be further exceeding. As it is an inflammatory condition, there will be further autoantibodies production will be there along with the activation of the further T cells, nothing but the T lymphocytes and the B lymphocytes. As a result of tissue damage, further apoptosis will be happening, thereby cell death occurring. So, with respect to which organ system, the complete cells will be damaging. As a result of the tissue damage will be happening, organ dysfunction will be the foremost final end product of this pathology. So wherever we will be considering INF, interferon 1 or type 1 interferon along with the stimulator of the interferon genes are primarily acting throughout the pathology. Instead of that, throughout the history, if at all a patient is having the supportive kind of genes or as hereditary inclination towards the condition, genetic factors along with environmental factors also should be involved throughout the pathology of systemic lupus erythematosus condition, and moreover there will be chance of autoantigen antibody production also, as it is a condition which will be affecting with our autoimmune system. There should be production of autoantibodies along with the further inflammatory changes, thereby forward with tissue damage, apoptosis, further ADME production should be repeating afterwards. Here we will finish the first portion of or first part of systemic lupus erythematosus. In the next part, we will see about risk factors, complications, diagnosis of systemic lupus erythematosus.